3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. It's Raven
and Deja. Twisted Sisters Mojo. It's been a long day.
It's been a really long day.
And we are back with Tarot Talk. And the suit we are going to talk about today is Cups. Cups. The suit of Cups. And we're going to go Ace through 5. And so let's get started.
Cups, as you know, represents water. And water, in the element of things, represents emotions. So cups have a tendency to work more on an emotional level and be your emotional cards. And like any ace of cups, or any ace, it represents the beginning of a new emotion or a new feeling. It can be a new love. It can be a new way of looking at things and a new way of feeling about things. Where do you do it?
Also, when I get things like the Ace of Cups or any of the aces, one of the things that's really associated with this card is blessings and beginnings and abundance, and also it takes it to a higher spiritual level when we're dealing with any of the aces, but especially more so when we're talking about the Ace of Cups, simply because of the element in which it represents. So it's not only about beginnings and new starts and stuff, but it also embodies a very positive aspect of the card. And I really, whenever I see the ace in play, I know that things are going to go well. There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of blessings associated with that particular card or that particular situation. So that's how I look at the Ace of Cups.
Now, in reverse, though, it's really somebody that doesn't have their emotional shit together, so to speak. And a lot of times, too, it's just a dumping of emotions when it is in the reverse position.
Yeah, I can buy that. So we're pretty much in agreement on the Ace of Cups. Very simple, easy. It's one of the easiest cards to memorize in the deck because it is pretty straightforward. So we are going into the Two of Cups.
We still got to find a way to keep that from being so blurry.
There it is. Okay. All right, the Two of Cups. This is, at least for me, this is the card of hardcore romance.
Unity.
And not just unity on the physical, but a spiritual unity between two people. It can symbolize on some levels a twin flame, a soulmate. Yes, dear, I know. A soulmate, a union that goes beyond the physical. It's like the hardcore heart to heart, like I love you with all my being type of card.
Right. And this deck is interesting because it actually has a black hand and a white hand. So to me, that symbolizes the unity of differences, being able to get along and reach that emotional level. In the reverse position, it obviously is going to be the opposite of that, or to a lesser degree, the inability to mix, the inability to find love with that person, or really that love that got off to a false start.
Now, when I see it up in reverse, I do see the positive in play, but like she said, to a lesser degree. But it is also going to depend very, very much on what the question is, where it comes in the layout, and generally what is going on around it. So, and that goes for any of the cards. So, it is... Again, it is the Suit of Cups, it's the Two of Cups, it's all about love, it's all about emotion, and I won't say those two words that she doesn't like. Twin souls. And we're not making fun of twin souls.
No, it's just we hear it on a daily basis, over and over and over.
Yeah, that is something we hear a lot. And you'll notice we don't do too many readings on twin souls, and there's a reason for that. And we'll go into that during a rant. But that was the Two of Cups.
Three of Cups. This is the happy, happy, joy, joy card. We got to find a better way of doing that because that just looks so stupid.
Well, that's what happens when you get a self-focusing camera.
Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, this is what I've always called the party card. You've got 3 people, and usually they're holding the cups up in kind of a toast, and it's getting together with friends, again, with the unity thing going on, taking it to a different level, enjoying what you're doing, being in a time of celebration and happiness.
It's, it's all about companionship. It's all about friendship. When it pops up in a reading, it can be telling someone that maybe on a negative context, they spend too much time partying or they spend too much time with their friends. But it can also, in general, be a very positive card and telling people, you know what, maybe you have been too reclusive and you need
to get out.
It's time to get out and actually make some friends. And especially in the day and age of the internet, so many people are just about the social media aspect of socializing, and they're lacking the human to human contact.
Oh, I got a shot there. That hurt.
Human to human contact that you should have and that human beings generally crave, unless you're like me and her and don't like people anyway. So it's also a very positive card.
Yes. The 4 of Cups. Now, in this one, he looks kind of wistful up in the air. Thank you.
There.
It is, he is not really paying attention to the things that he has. He's dreaming about what else is out there. So instead of looking at what he has in front of him, he's always, and that's not always a bad thing. I mean, you can be happy with what you have in front of you and still strive for that greater thing. But the way this one looks to me, he is not really paying attention to what he's got. He's more worried about what he could be missing and what else is out there. So he's not really paying attention to what's there for him.
Kind of like the grass is always greener on the other side kind of mentality. When I see this card also, it can be saying that the person in question needs to take a step back and actually think about what they're doing and think about the course or direction in which they're moving, because a lot of people, they have a tendency to leap before they think about things. So, and it's, again, depends on what it pairs with, but it's also a card about thought, thinking, contemplation, planning.
I could also see this as in a military aspect of somebody whose family's here, but a loved one is far away.
Yeah. I can go with that one.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bitch. Here is the 5 of Cups. Now, this is really kind of a sad card. You know what? Your shorter arms are no longer than mine.
Look, is it in focus or not?
I don't know. I can't see that far.
See, you're blind as a bat.
Oh, true. In this one, she is definitely lamenting what is lost and what's not there. And part of her losing is of her own nature. In this card, in these, she seemed kind of dumping one of them out. Now, is she going to dump the other 2 out? Is this the way she is in relationships? Does she go through them really fast? Does she discard them? Or has she just not found the one that she's looking for? Again, depends on what's with it. God, these stones are just... Go ahead.
Okay. I definitely agree with her on the whole lamenting and sad feel of the 5 of Cups. And if you'll notice when you're going through the text, the 5 of Cups are a turning point from all of the positive 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5, which can be a very heavy, dark...
Yeah, either
way kind of card. I also look at it as she's kind of just sitting back and going into herself and withdrawing on a lot of levels because she has lost so much.
Right.
So it can be a card of withdrawal, loss, sorrow, confusion,
misery,
unhappiness.
But if you want to look at it in a positive note as well, you can look at it that she is getting rid of the negativity.
Yep.
She's dumping it out. She's got positive things over here, and because the 2 cups that are still sitting up are very bright while the other ones are more dull. So that's her getting rid of her negativity.
And, it could be part of her personal journey. She's held on to these cups to the point that she knows something has to change. So she just goes,
And she's finally ready to let go.
yeah. So that has been the Suit of Cups 1 through 5. We got it right this time.
We did.
This is Deja
This is Raven.
with Twisted Sisters Mojo. And do us a favor,
Hit that like and subscribe button.
even if you don't like this video, give us a thumbs up anyway.
Yeah, please.
And we will see y'all on the next video.
Bye.
Well, don't you look fucking pensive.
I'm tired.
Poor baby. You all tired.
Tie.
You tie. You gonna be all mystical with your cards today. What?
I said fucking whore.
But you don't love me.
I do love you.
You look cranky when you're tired. Like your bitch.
I think it's too far.
Bitch.
Shut up! No, it's too close. No, I'm fucking
I'm gonna punch you in your throat.
Oh, how bad are my dark circles?
Please don't even talk to me about dark circles.
God, you could carry groceries up in this shit.
Okay.